Folks, welcome back into the Financial Safari, and this is the time of the show where we go behind the scenes. We go to the planning room here at Capital Financial, and we've got Mr. Parker Holland, our Chief Wealth Strategist. Parker, welcome in.
It's good to be here.
Yep. Now, before the show, we get the magic hat out and we draw numbers out. We draw ages and we draw numbers out as far as money that people start with. What we draw this time, age-wise?
So age-wise, we drew two 64-year-olds. First time we've ever had them the same identical.
Should have went to
for us.
Vegas, Parker. Roll the dice. All right, so they're both 64, husband and wife. And how much money did we draw out of that magic hat?
So what we were looking at doing was 1.1 million was their total retirement
That's
bucket.
what we drew out of the
Correct.
hat. 1.1 million. That's a nice hat, Parker.
It is.
Yeah, I like that hat too. All right, so let's start. We try to, as this is a hypothetical example, we try to just guesstimate where someone might want to retire. And if they're 64, I think 65 right around the corner. Is that what age we're looking at retiring?
Oh, that's exactly the age we're looking at. You could tell, Coach. So what we do is we go to the whiteboard here, and we always talk about red, green, and yellow money. Green is that protected bucket where that income comes from. Yellow is bank money, and then red is money at risk. So that's this 1.1 million. In 1 year, they withdrew $65,000 a year, all the way through age 100. Now, Coach, we run the plan through 121, but we stopped at 100 here. That means that $65,000 a year produced $1.8 million in income through age 100. And the kicker is, at death, at 100, they still had 1.3 left for their beneficiaries.
So they have more than they started with.
More than where they started, and they took out more than what they began with.
So we call that a spend and leave plan.
Of course.
So that you're spending the money, but then you're going to leave it on to the next of kin. Now, the magic, Parker, here is that the income will continue to go. If one spouse passes away, it's fine. The income continues to come. It's
correct.
When both of the spouse pass away, where that 1.3 million or whatever the value is at that time will go on to the next of kin.
Correct.
Some drawbacks that people have said in the past about this strategy is that, and the wrong things they say, is that, well, when we pass away, all the money's gone.
Yeah.
It's not all gone.
It's a huge misconception. That does not work that way at all. And the beauty is the income is guaranteed for life.
Yeah, very, very important. And so, and what if somebody lives to be 110?
Well, the spreadsheet kept going, but for our purpose, I stopped at 100. We ran through 121.
If we have some modern medical advances where people live to be 170, 180, they'll still get that income. And that's the beauty of the lifetime income plan.
And the income can increase as well.
Yeah.
That's the other side that we love, inflation protection, increasing income to make sure you're got the same standard of living to and through retirement.
Can this help them pay for their long-term care if something happens like that?
Yes, it does. It continues to go for long-term care. And then the other side of it too is even if that 1 million plus was depleted in the event of a healthcare event, they would still continue to receive that income.
Wow. So the money is, and they can get extra money out if they want. It's going to may or may not affect their income in the future, but they can get to some of that money.
They can definitely take more than what it's producing. We just showed them taking the income needed for that standard of living.
Okay, so when folks do this kind of strategy, usually people come in, Parker, and they don't know where they are. They don't know where their money is to begin with. Usually it's all in the red bucket. And the red bucket is those, the risk accounts that can go up real fast, but can go down real fast and don't have lifetime income, right?
And that they are a great piece of the puzzle, but when you're going into retirement and you're starting paying yourself, you need the word guaranteed.
Yeah, we call this a financial fill-up strategy,
Definitely.
Right? And then we also call this a spend and leave because they've spent a lot of money. They spent more than they started with over their lifetime. And then when they pass away, in our example, they leave more than they started with to the next of kin. So therefore, they haven't sacrificed their lifestyle to make sure their next of kin, their children or grandchildren, will also have a good life.
And they haven't lost the ability to give it beyond them upon death to their next of kin, grandkids, kids, whatever it might be.
Can they change who they want to leave it to down the road? Let's say they don't have to get locked in today, right?
Of course, you can change it every day of the week as long as you don't disinherit a spouse.
I had to teach you to say every day and twice on Sunday.
I always enjoy going into the planning room and just being able to hear how you guys do things, but how important is it for people to get that total plan that you were talking about?
I think it's vitally important, Thomas, to get your own customized plan. I mean, if I had a nickel every time someone came in with what they thought was a customized plan, it was just the same old plan from the same old firm.
Sure.
A lot of these national firms, if they just have a bookshelf, depending on your age, they go over to the bookshelf, pick out your plan. Oh, you're 66, here's a 66 plan. Wow. Are you 76, here's your 76 plan. But that doesn't address what you really want to do in retirement. Every single one of you watching has a different desire for retirement. So let's design a plan that is individualized and customized for you. Just like getting a suit. You want to get it measured just right.
Absolutely.
Measure twice, cut once. So let's do that. The next 10 people who call will put together your very own plan based on the fiduciary standard, based on income planning, and based on the total retirement system And of course, making sure to take that worry out of living in retirement for you. It's over $1,000 value, folks. I'm also going to give you a lot of goodies when you come in, but more importantly, you're going to leave with confidence knowing that you're on the right track.
Yes. Experience a truly customized plan. Give us a call right now to take advantage. 888-910-8265, 888-910-8265, or you can always text BREEZE to 21,000. That's BREEZE to 21,000, and we're going to take